Hey, it's Mr. Baxter. We're going to take a look at section 3-4. This is the second day of 3-4. Try the open-ended here. Hit pause. Try it out. All right, hopefully you tried the open-ended. Write two equations, slope-intercept form for, right, basically two equations that contain that point in slope-intercept form. Again, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first use point slope form first. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have coordinates here. So I'm just going to come up with two equations. So y minus y sub 1, which is negative 5, which makes that plus 5, equals my slope. And I'm going to leave that blank for a second. X minus negative 1, which is going to make that positive. And basically, I'm going to write that again. So I have two equations here. The only thing I'm missing for both of these equations is my slope. And you can pick any slope you want. If I pick a slope of 5 and I'm going to keep it nice and easy here. I'll even put a fraction in there. I'll put a half. Those are two lines that are that contain that point, and but they're not in slope-intercept form. So what you need to do is distribute and clean it up. I'll do this one. You could try the other one. Distribute the 5 and get 5x plus 5. And then I'll subtract 5 over, and y equals 5x plus 0. I don't even need to put the 0 there. This is slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Your b would be 0. You could do this one. Do the same process. And these are your two lines that are in slope-intercept form. Okay, so here we go. We're bringing it all together. First thing you have to remember is that perpendicular. So I see right away, write an equation in slope-intercept form. So I want my equation to look like y equals mx plus b. For a line containing 2, 0, so I know that's going to be my x1 and my y1. And perpendicular, right away I see perpendicular, I'm thinking opposite reciprocal slopes. Perpendicular to this line. Well, this line, what's the slope of this line? This line has a slope of negative 1. It's right there, correct? I'm going to write that as a fraction. That line has a slope of negative 1. My line is going to be an opposite reciprocal of that. So what's the opposite of reciprocal of negative 1? The perpendicular would be flip it, change the sign, which is really just 1 over 1. So my line is going to have a slope of 1 over 1. Or 1. So I'm going to use this point. I'm going to use point slope form. So here we go. Y minus y sub 1, which is 0 in this case. That's actually really nice. Equals my slope, which is 1. Times x minus x sub 1, which is 2. So all I did was put my values in just like we did up above here. Distribute, first of all, y minus 0 is just y distribute, and you basically get 1x or just x minus 2. And that's slope-intercept form. So you try the problem down below here. You flip it over. So here we go. And we've already done some of this. Current wireless, this person's current wireless phone plan charges $39.95 per month for unlimited calls and $0.05 per text message. Write an equation. So no matter what, this person pays $39.95. So that's your flat fee. C is your cost. T is your text messaging. So your cost, no matter what, you don't make a single text, you're still paying $39.95, correct? And then for every text message, it's 5 cents. So I'm just going to go 0.05 text T. Technically, can I put that, can I switch it around to make it in? Just realize that these are the same thing. These two equations are equal. I just switched it around to make it actually in slope-intercept form. So these are the same. Okay, so there's your equation for that. Compare a current plan to the plan presented at the beginning of the book. Well, at the beginning of the lesson, here it is. Here's the plan. Write that down. This is the one that presented at the beginning of the lesson. With C equals, basically this is 1 cent per text message plus $35 flat fee. Yours is going to be C equals 5 cents per text message plus $39.95. These, make sure you have these points here because that's huge. So basically what you're going to do, if she sends, reads or sends 150 text messages. So what you're going to do is you're going to substitute the 150 in for T in both cases, and do some math to figure out your answers there. And then you can see which one has the better rate. And then I think you could try this down here. So same deal, same process. Put 50 in for T both times. And which one has a better rate. Obviously, this is going to be something you're going to have to do on a quiz. All right, ask questions. Watch the video. You can watch it over and over. See you.